Hello students, in this video we will discuss about some important science experiments that can be asked in your state level camp. I had already uploaded some video on junior level EST and class 9 EST. Here in this video some important activities, science activities for class 10. Many students curious to know about which type of activities asked in a state level camp under EST, because EST is a weightage part of your exam. If you are new on this channel and subscribe my channel so that the incoming videos reach to you. Let's start. First activity from chemistry. How will you estimate the pH of given substance using pH paper universal indicator solution? In this activity you have to find out the pH value of the given substances by using the pH paper, or universal indicator. What is required? The required material given in the laboratory: test tube, dropper, universal indicator solution, or pH paper, dilute solution of hydrochloric acid. Here are some compounds are considered, that is hydrochloric acid, ethanoic acid, lemon juice, sodium bicarbonate, or tap water, distilled water. How will you proceed? Here are given that take about 3 to 4 drops of the given sample of solution in different test tubes like A, V, C and D. Do you observe any color in any of the solution? Add 1 drop of universal indicator solution or a piece of pH paper in each of the test tube. Do you observe any change in color of the solution or pH paper in test tube? With the help of color changes in all the test tubes, you can calculate the pH value of that substance with the help of color shown by that substance. And note down the pH of different substances here in this table. Color of solution with universal indicator, approximate pH, and nature of the solution, that is acidic, basic or neutral. This is acid, basic or neutral. Examples are given here, like solution of HCl, CH3COH, lemon juice. These are the acidic. They have the pH value less than 7, and the solution of tap water, NaOH, NaHCO3, pH value greater than 7. Hence they are basic in nature. Next activity: how can you identify the bleaching powder, washing powder, baking soda from given samples XYZ? All of them, that is bleaching powder, washing soda and baking soda, are given, and the procedure also given in the paper. Take 3 test tubes and label them A, B, C. Put the samples in 3 test tubes, that is A, B, C, Add water to each test tube. Touch them and observe carefully. Check test tube to dissolve substance. Which samples are completely soluble in water? Sample which gives endothermic reactions with water and is sparingly soluble is identified as sodium bicarbonate. Add a rose petal to the remaining two test tubes and leave them for some time. Add dilute H2SO4 to each test tube B and C. If the color of rose petals remains same, observe carefully. The test tube in which rose petals gets decolorized contains bleaching powder, because bleaching powder has a property to decolorize the substances. If color decolorize the substance, then that is the bleaching powder. Third tube contains washing soda. The remaining third is the washing soda. Next activity. How will you show the crystal of copper sulfate containing water of crystallization? Due to the water of crystallization, it has a blue color. Copper sulfate crystals have blue color due to the water of crystallization. Or you can say crystals of hydrated copper sulfate. If you heat it, then it become white, and if add water to it, then it again become blue. Take a few crystals of hydrated copper sulfate in a test tube, hold it with a test tube and note the color of the crystal. Heat the crystal in test tube, there any change in the color? Do you observe any water droplets outer inner side of the test tube? Where have these water drops come from? These water drops come from the crystals. Now add few drops of water to the test tube. What color do you observe? First, when you heat it, then it become white, and again when you add the water to it, then it again convert into blue color. The crystal of copper sulfate have water of crystallization present in it. Hydrated copper sulfate is blue in color. Anhydrous copper sulfate is white in color. The anhydrous CuSO4 turns blue again on adding a few drops of water due to formation of hydrated copper sulfate. This proves that copper sulfate, crystal of copper sulfate have water of crystallization. Next activity is the how will you separate SO2 gas and draw inference in respect of its effect on litmus paper, action on acidified K2Cr2O7 solubility in water. For this, take a clean and dry W tube in one of its arm, transfer some copper turnings, transfer a few drops of freshly prepared very diluted solution of potassium permanganate with the help of pipette. The transfer few drops of concentrated H2SO4 with the help of glass dropper into the arm containing copper turnings. Close the end with the dropper. Don't use pipette for concentrated H2SO4. Sulfur dioxide can be present by copper and concentrated H2SO4, and the chemical equation for the reaction is. Next activity. How will you study the chemical properties of metals by observing their reaction with air, water and acids? Rub the surface of magnesium, aluminium, zinc, iron and copper strips with sand water. Reactivity of the different metals are different. Heat each of samples on kerosene burner one by one for 2 minutes while holding these with pair of tongs. What is the color of the flame? When these metals are heated, is there any change in the surface of these metals after heating? Arrange the metals in decreasing order of their activity towards oxygen. Collect the product formed separately for each of the samples. By this procedure, you perform this activity, and the reactivity of these metals are given here. Magnesium metal reacts with hot water. Copper metals neither react with cold nor with hot water. Metal oxides are produced when metals are burnt in air and solution of these oxides in water turn red litmus blue. The order of reactivity of metals with diluted HCl is MgAlZnFe. Hydrogen gas is produced when metal react with diluted HCl. Next activity is what is the action of metals such as zinc, magnesium, copper and aluminum on their salts? What is the order of their reactivity in such reactions? Here, the metal on which there is deposition from all the three solutions is magnesium. Hence, it is the most reactive metal among all. Magnesium is the most reactive metal. The metal on which there is deposition from two solutions is aluminium. Hence, it is the next reactive metal in the series. The metal on which there is deposition from one solution is the zinc, and copper is the less reactive. Then they are arranged in this reactivity order. Next, how do ethanol and ethanoic acid react with each other in the presence of concentrated H2SO4? Ethanol and ethanoic acid, when react with each other, when ethanol and ethanoic acid react with each other, they form the ester, esterification in this activity. Next is the how to demonstrate liberation of carbon dioxide gas during respiration in human beings. This can be performed by the lime water. You can take lime water in the test tube and by a straw you blow air from your mouth to the lime water. Then you can say that the lime water turns milky due to CO2. This proves that during respiration carbon dioxide liberate from human beings. Next, how to demonstrate the production of CO2 during anaerobic respiration? Anaerobic respiration means lesser amount of oxygen is present or in the absence of the oxygen. During anaerobic respiration, the food material breaks down into CO2 and alcohol in the absence of air by microorganisms such as yeast. This can be performed by fill the test tube completely with the sugar solution, dissolve some granules of yeast in warm water in a test tube and mix it well. Add about 20 drops of yeast solution to sugar solution using petroleum jelly. Fix a cork tightly with delivery tube. Bend twice at right angles. Place the other end of delivery. Observe that changes are caused in color of lime water with CO2. When color of the lime water changes, it proves that carbon dioxide releases by anaerobic respiration. Next activity, how to observe the effect of salivary amylase on food. You can know that food starts digested from mouth. In mouth, salivary glands release the amylase enzyme. Amylase enzyme work on the starch present in our food. Starch present in our food is broken into the simpler sugars by the action of amylase present in saliva. This you can prove with the in this way. Collect saliva, wash your mouth with water and think some tasty food item. With collected in your mouth, filter the saliva through the cotton swab and collect 1 ml in a test tube. I already tell you that starch can be tested with the help of iodine solution. And first chewed some starch present, that is rice or any other food material, and then it mix with the iodine solution, then you can see that the chewed food material do not change color, but unchewed food material change color, because unchewed food material have starch, and in chewed material starch breaks down to the sugar. Filtered saliva should be free from food particles. Before collection of saliva, wash mouth throughout with water. Next, how to demonstrate the process of absorption, imbibition, cellulosic and sugary material absorbs water, soil and gain weight due to imbibition. 10 resins. This experiment done by the help of resins. It is not for important for your exam because it takes time. So the probability is too less that this type of question asked in your exam. Next activity is the how to study different parts of flower and their role in sexual reproduction. This is important. Different parts of the flower. Flowers of any plant. Some flowers are given here like mustard, petunia, epomia, dhatura, and you have to study the different parts of the flower here. Compare the structure and mode of reproduction organs. Complete unisexual flowers like cucurbits, castor. Next, how to compare homologous and analogous organs in plants and animals. The organs which have similar origin and structure, what may perform different functions, are homologous. The organs which have different origins and structures but may perform same function are analogous. Here are some examples are given. Homologous like frog, lizard, bird. The structure same, but these organs perform different activities. Next activity, how can the image of lighted candle formed by the concave mirror be studied? With the help of concave mirror, you have to study the position of the image formed of an object. Position of the image depend on the position of the object, and you have to study both the positions, or you have to find out the focal length of the concave mirror. Next, how can the characteristics of the image formed by the convex mirror be studied? Next, this is important. How can refraction of light through a rectangular glass slab be studied? Refraction through the glass slab. I already upload activity how to show the refraction of light through a rectangular glass slab. Glass slab show the lateral displacement. In this way, light goes through straight line, but when you emerge from the glass slab, it is slightly parallel from the original direction. You can show this activity. Next, how can the nature of the image of a lighted candle be studied by a convex lens? In the same way, here in the place of mirror, a convex lens is used to study the image position of the image. Position of the image changed with respect to object. Do components made of different materials offer different electrical resistance? Resistance of different materials are different, and in this experiment you have to calculate the resistance of different materials with the help of Ohm's law. R is equal to V upon I. By varying potential difference, note the current with the help of ammeter and then find the resistance of the given material. Is the current passing through different points same in electric circuit consisting of different resistors connected in series? This is proof that the current flowing through all the resistors have the same current connected in series. You can observe with the help of ammeter, multimeter. Does the potential difference across different resistors connected in series in an electric circuit depend upon the value of the resistor? Value of potential difference, that is V1, V2, V3, different potential difference across the different resistors, that is depend on the value of the resistor. You can show this with the help of this activity. Whether the potential difference across the ends of a resistor connected in a parallel combination are the same. Here, if the resistors are connected in parallel, the potential difference is same, but the current is different in all the three, that is I1, I2 and I3. Current is different and potential difference is same as equal to the battery. Does a current carrying conductor produce a magnetic field? Yes. This can be observed with the help of a compass. Wire connect to the cell and take a compass towards the wire. Then you can see the reflection in compass. This proves that the current carrying conductor produces magnetic field. This is important for your exam. What is the pattern of magnetic field lines around a wire magnet? You have to draw the magnetic field lines with the help of compass. I already upload video how draw the magnetic field lines of a magnet. Next, how to draw magnetic field lines around a wire magnet? Procedure here given, and you can draw the magnetic field lines with the help of compass. How does a current carrying circular coil produce a magnetic field? Which type of magnetic field produces with the help of coil? Coil has this type of concentric circles around the wire. Magnetic field is this type. If it is a coil, then here this type. In the middle center, straight line are formed. How does a conductor placed in a magnetic field behave when a current is passing through it? When a current carrying conductor placed in a magnetic field, then it experiences a force. This can be seen with this experiment. The force experienced by a current carrying copper wire placed in a magnetic field. Next, what is the effect of varying the current in a coil on placing another coil near it? When current is varying in one coil, then this coil, if current is varying, then a induced current is induced in the another coil placed near it. This is electromagnetic induction, to show the electromagnetic induction, because varying current produce varying magnetic field. A varying magnetic field produces the induced current. What are the different types of chemical reactions? Different types of chemical reactions are seen in laboratory, like copper sulfate solution, iron nails. Next, what happens when an electric current is passed through water? This is also important. This is the activity of electrolysis of water. Electrolysis of water. When current passes through the water, then it breaks into the gas, hydrogen gas and oxygen gas. Thank you.